Alright guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of Bangor. So, before I get started, I want to thank all of the Bangor fans that have recently followed me on Twitter. I got tweeted out by the Bangor FC Twitter account, so thank you for doing that, and to all the fans that have come over and subscribed to my channel. We hit 500 subscribers now, which is really good. I'm really happy with that. Still never hit 1,000 on any of my channels. I got to like 900 on one, so hoping to hit 1,000 on this one. This will be the one that I hit 1,000. So thank you to everyone that's came over and subscribed. I even got followed by one of the players actually, which is pretty cool. He's actually still with us. I'll show him a little bit later, I think. So that was really really cool to see. And yeah, we're back. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these. I've just been playing quite a lot without actually recording what I've been doing. So I'm gonna get you up to speed with what's been going on. So we've just finished the 2017/18 season, and we're on the first day of the 2018/19 season. So I'll show you how we did last year. It was actually a worse season on paper than last year because we finished 8th last year, or the season before, and 9th the season just gone. But I'd say that I enjoyed last season a lot more because I think I learned a lot more about my team, about what sort of, what players. It's took me a while to get to grips with the players because you'll see on the transfer history, there seems to be a lot of people coming and going all the time. Whereas this year, I've sort of only brought in youngsters that aren't really going to affect the first team just yet. So if we go through all the other seasons, it's just a lot of players coming and going all the time. So it's been quite hard for me to sort of stick with one starting 11. You see, apart from the first season, which we actually won the league, there wasn't many people come in. That's the same this year. So I'm hoping that we can sort of follow suit from the first season, have quite a successful season. For anyone that has just joined, any Bangor fans or anyone that's found my channel, I'll take you through how we've been doing. So the first season, we won the league first season quite comfortably, which was the second division in Northern Ireland. We won that quite comfortably, only losing 4 games along the way. Second season in the Premier League was quite a tricky one actually. We only just stayed up. We were 10 points clear of relegation, but then we went into a relegation playoff where it's done over 2 legs. We ended up winning. It was quite entertaining actually. I think I uploaded it, so if you want to have a look at it, go back and look at it on my channel. Season after that I finished 8th, and again the season after, so quite consistent, weren't really troubled, although there were times in both them seasons with about 6-7 games to go where we were really flirting with relegation, and we don't want to be in the playoffs again because that absolutely killed us. Hopefully this season we're going to make the split. That's my aim for this season. And I think it's just taken so long because of all the players that I've been bringing in and out. You can see here again, we struggled again this year, which we shouldn't be doing now. We've been together a while, and you can see the fixtures weren't really good. It takes us so long to get going in seasons. Only here really we started picking up a lot of points. Where is it? We started using the new tactic here. Second game in with the new tactic, we beat Linfield, who were one of the dominant teams in the division for the last few years. It doesn't show you a few more, but so that was a really good result. We also, obviously, we were still learning the tactic. There was a cup game where we conceded 7, and then Coleraine smashed us for 7. Apart from that, we were in a lot of games and playing quite well. So we've learned it over the summer. We beat Not Breda 6-0, and then scored another 6 against. I don't even want to pronounce that. I'm sorry. So yeah, we're scoring goals now, which is nice to see. Another 5 there with this tactic. If I show you it, it started off with a 4-2-3-1 narrow, and then for some reason I've moved him back a little bit. I'm not sure why, but we've got a lot of playmakers in the team, a lot of creative players. So I thought, why not use it? There's no rule against playing so many playmakers, and as you can see, we're not doing too badly with it. We're scoring a lot of goals, and at the minute, it's starting to win us games. So Although it might not look fantastic because we're conceding a lot of goals, we are winning, which is the most important thing. We'll address the goals conceded a little bit later, but we did concede too many goals last year. A goalkeeper was what I wanted to bring in. Unfortunately, I've not been able to do that yet. You see that Donnelly last year conceded 78 goals, so that wasn't too great. But hopefully we'll rectify that this year. As far as transfers actually go, we brought in a lot of youngsters, like I said. No one that I don't think will... There's maybe one or two that could threaten the first team at some point throughout the season, but no one really, because I wanted to keep the same team that we had last year to build on that. So the first one is Aaron Sheridan, 19-year-old youngster, Northern Irish. He's got a good determination, good core stats for a striker. Off the ball's 8. He's got great determination, decent composure, and good finishing for 19 as well. So he's one to look out for in the future. Maybe towards the end of the season I'll start bringing him through, see if he can stake a claim for the first team. Next one is Ricky Nelson, a defensive midfielder or centre midfielder. Again, for a centre midfielder of 19 years old, really good mental stats, good physicals for this league, marking, passing, tackling. So he'd be quite a good ball-winning midfielder, I think. So we'll see how he develops throughout the season. Ricky Thompson, another player going forward or in play on the wing. Not too bad, crossing and dribbling. Finishing's really poor, so I'm not expecting him to finish anything in front of goal, but to put a few crosses in, maybe take a few players on. He probably won't make it here. Actually, we'll put him in the reserves while we're here. Probably won't make it here, but it's just one of them players that everyone signs them. Someone that you think might have a little bit of potential for the division. Dermot Moore, another striker or winger, just so we can mix up the formation. We don't really have a lot of wingers because we're playing centrally. So if we do need to change it up, we can. So he's again got dribbling, crossing, first touch. Not crossing, sorry, Jesus. So he'll probably end up playing up front as a striker. And again, not bad mentals too, so we'll see how he goes. Craig Green, a centre midfielder. I was looking at him just before we came on, actually, I think. And 19 years of age again. Good dribbling, first touch. Marking's not too bad, passing as well. So again, not bad stats. I mean, people are going to look at this and be like, wow, he's terrible, he's really bad. But for this division, it really takes only 9, 10 in one stat to actually be a good player. So for him to be 19 and already have 7s, 8s, he's got a lot of room to grow still. He's only 19, so see how he goes. Damien Scully was someone that I think could do quite a bit in this division. He's got good dribbling, first touch, good long shots, which at this level the goalkeepers probably aren't going to be able to save a lot. So good technique as well, and not bad mentals for a 20-year-old. So we'll see. And then Michael Ferguson, who actually had last year, but ended up getting released because he didn't want to sign a new contract. And then he actually wanted to come back during pre-season. Got offered him, and again, for this league, having 10s in a stat is really good. I think it's really well rounded, and also his mentals are quite good as well in the positions that you need. If you set, if we go to a limited defender, defend, all of his stats are over 10 or 10 or over, and like I say, in this division is a really good player. So we'll see if we can get a bit more out of him this year. Maybe switch his role up. I think I'll use him as a central defender last year. I'll choose him as a limited defender this year. So we opened the season against Glenavan. Still learning the team names, which is bad. So we'll see how we get on there. We'll use this tactic for a bit, see how we get on. Oh my god. I'm going to be eaten alive. Help me. Wow, 1 second. My word. Sorry about that. So, I forgot what I was saying. That was about 10 minutes ago I was actually recording because the dogs just wouldn't stop barking. What was I going to do? Maybe take you through the squad. Donnelly, we just showed you, actually isn't too bad, apart from his mentals are terrible and his agility shit. Reed, quite good actually for a wing back. Spears, everything apart from dribbling in his technicals. Good physicals, not bad mentals either. Ferguson, who I showed you earlier, really good limited defender. McCullough, is it McCullough? I don't know. Again, he looks quite good actually for a centre back. So our central defenders look really good. So we'll see how they get on. Andrew Long, I think he was the one that followed me on Twitter. And actually, he looks really good, like for the stats that he needs. So if you are watching, Andrew, hi. Next one is Sean McCashin, who isn't too bad. Again, you know, good stats for what he needs for the division. It's as simple as that. If you've got people that are good for the division, you'll do well, I think. Going forward, we've got Ryan Burns. He does look really good actually. Now look at it as a playmaker. Noddy, who's actually I've been playing. Let me get rid of his nickname. His name's not actually Noddy. He's here. It's Matthew Snoddy. But Alex was calling him Noddy, so I nicknamed him. He's really good. He's probably on paper, he's been our best player last year. Apart from McDowell, who got a ridiculous amount of goals. He got 18 assists last year, so without him, McDowell probably wouldn't have scored half the goals that he did. He also chipped in with 6 goals himself, so that's cool. Gabrice, who we've learnt or taught how to play attacking midfield, he never used to be able to play there, and you know, statistically, he is our best player, I think. Although Snoddy was our best player last year, he's statistically our best. He never used to be able to play attacking midfield, like I said. We've actually taught him how to play there. He actually likes playing as a trick too, so we might try him out there. We'll see how he gets on. And then obviously the beast, McDowell. Although he's declining, last season he was absolutely unreal. 24 goals in 31 appearances, 11 assists for himself as well. He actually had a spell here a few years ago, which I didn't realise. And then he went to our local rivals. I think I'm going to call them Shards. Yeah. And then he came back here, first season that I was here, I think. And then, yeah, just absolutely beasted. 10 goals in at least every season, and 24 last season. Although he's declining, we're trying to bring some youth for. He's got good determination, not bad leadership, so it might be good to tutor someone. Try and get him to get his, you know, personality-wise and stuff like that, which is really important when you're tutoring players, to get the determination, you know, leadership, and also look at stuff like their personality. So he's resolute, which is good. Favourite personnel, Snoddy, which is, you know, again good because he's playing just behind him, feeding him the balls. If they've got an understanding, then you know they're probably going to find each other with their passes, which is quite good. Preferred moves, argues with officials. I've never seen that before. That's brilliant. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as a roundup goes. Pre-season wasn't fantastic. Played a lot of, you know, fairly decent teams. 2-2 draw with Wrexham, 2-0 win over Lex. Lost Oldham 2-0, 1-2-1. I hate doing these fucking fixtures because I always read it out wrong. Kilmarnock lost 2-0 and Bala we lost 4-2. So we'll see how that goes. Chris Moore actually is quite a good player that we found last year. Really, really good mentals for 20 years of age. Finishing, composure, off the ball as well, and teamwork and work rate. So if we can work on his physicals a little bit, you know, a good player on our hands. He got 2 and 3 over pre-season. I think he chipped in with a few last year. Yeah, 2 and 3 assists and goals respectively. So yeah, I'm quite positive about the season, especially with the team that we've got here now. You know, it's a settled team, so hopefully we can push on and make the split this year. So I want to thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button and like the video as well. There'll be an episode of Lower League Talk out through, what day are we today? Thursday, probably tomorrow, Friday. But I might record it today because today's my last day off before I go back to work. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace.